Today I'm going to prepare a lovely paella. It is going to be a seafood and chorizo one. We just went to do some shopping in Lidl last week and I picked up this paella rice. It's not the best quality rice, but it just gave me the idea of doing paella. So I'm going to start with the stock. Again, for the stock I'm going to use spring onions, leeks, carrots, peppers and shallots, but also I'm going to that's it, shallots, that's it. So this will be my stock. Oh, and some garlic, of course. Or should I add the garlic? No, I'm gonna add the garlic later. Okay, so the base for my stock is already done. Okay, so this will go in my stock base. I'm going to start my stock on the induction because the induction is faster than gas. So I'm going to turn the heat on maximum power. Yes. And add my ingredients. Alright. This will do. I'm just going to cook everything off quick. Nice. And what I'm gonna do is, once I've done the dish, then I'm going to write down the ingredients and share it with you. And that's probably the best way of doing it. I'm going to add some white wine as well to the stock. Once I get these browned. Why am I not on high heat? I am now. And I'm going to add some saffron as well. Don't need too much saffron. Don't want it to be too... Again, I think I said it in the risotto video as well, that saffron is a very strong flavor and you don't really need too much of it. Just give it a nice color. And I'm going to straight away add a bit of saffron to this, because I want to cook it out. If you're wondering, I have some samphire, some parsley, some tomatoes I'm going to add to the stock as well, and to the rice as well. But again, I'm not going to do a traditional paella. Paella. Okay, so this is done. I'm going to add some white wine. And I'm going to add some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes as well. And some water. So this will be the base stock for my paella. Okay, I'm going to let this boil for about half an hour, I would say. No, only kidding. I'm not going to boil it for half an hour. I'm going to boil it for like 10 minutes tops. That's why I'm going to use some stock cubes. Probably 2 or 3. We'll see. Alright. If you're wondering what this is all the equipment from the guy who painted the kitchen. Whoops. So my kitchen has been painted now, and you can see here where there used to be a wall that has been taken out, but now it looks pristine and everything looks much better and much neater. Not everything is quite fully finished yet, but getting there. Okay, I just let this boil. I can reduce the heat slightly, doesn't have to boil like crazy, but there is a lot of flavor already. Beautiful. I'm not going to add any salt to this. I'm just going to add some stock cube. Let's start with one and we go from there. And then in here I'm going to you know what, actually I can, yeah. And then what I'm going to do next, so this is already boiling, so I'm going to transfer this to here. Turn the gas on, and this can simmer, it doesn't have to boil like crazy. I'll give this a little clean quick. I can turn off the extraction because it's noisy and annoying. This is much better. Okay, give this a bit of a clean. Always clean as you go. Okay, now the main event is paella, and for that I'm going to start. So for the paella I've got some cod pieces, I've got some king prawns, and I've got some chorizo. So I'll just use a bit of chorizo, I don't need too much. The rest goes in the fridge. Get rid of that bit. see if there is any skin I can remove. Yes, there is. So remove the skin. And I'm going to slice this into half and then into small pieces. Very tasty. Nice. And I'm just gonna cook this chorizo off. Okay, I can close the window. That's it. So I'm going to start to get all the color from this out by cooking it off, and that's going to enhance my rice. Nice chorizo this is. Then the next step is going to be cooking off the prawns. And then the cod. The only thing I'm gonna do with the cod is that I'm going to cut them in half, because it's 5, it's an odd number, it's 2 of us, so I'm going to cut it into 10 pieces. And for that I'm going to use a different chopping board. But I'm going to keep them chunky. I'm doing the same thing as I would cook Hungarian food. I'm just going to cook just the same as we do with, you know, this chorizo is very similar to Hungarian sausage. It's different flavor profile, but it's very similar. And what I do is basically just cook it off on a low heat, same as I would cook off bacon, just to release all the fat and the flavor. I don't want to burn it or anything, but this is going to give a nice base for the rest of the dish. Wait. And I can take the chorizo out, so everything else I'm going to put on a separate plate. Alright, so chorizo is nicely getting cooked. At this point I'm going to try the broth, or stock if you like. I'm going to try the stock at this point. Cooking off nicely. Well, I've only put 1 stock cube, so that's not gonna flavor it properly, but give it a go anyway. Oh, nice already. Chorizo. Add another stock cube. And let it cook for longer. Okay, so now I'm happy with the chorizo, so I'm going to remove it onto the plate. So basically I just cooked the fat out of the chorizo. Okay, so this is done. Next I'm going to add the prawns. I will slightly increase the heat. And I'm going to add some color to this as well. I'm not going to fully cook the prawns, just going to sear them. At this point, I'm going to add some parsley, very roughly chopped, to this stock as well. And also I'm going to turn on the oven. So I'm going to finish my dish in the oven. Okay, I'm just going to turn the prawns over. And these I'm going to finish to cook at the end. Just when the rice is almost done. Oh, smell is amazing already. Beautiful. Let's try the stock again. Tastes amazing, and I can definitely add another stock cube. Okay, so at this point, again my prawns are not fully cooked, but I'm going to remove them because I want to finish the cooking at the end. And next step is I'm going to cook off the cod. Just going to add a bit more oil and turn on the extraction again. It's getting a bit smoky here. The next step is going to be the tomatoes. I just leave a couple, no I won't. Okay, tomatoes I have. Cod is done already. And as you can see, I left quite a bit of fish, but that's fine. I'm going to add my tomatoes now. And I'm going to add a bit of white wine. Just to deglaze the pan. Okay, that's nice. And I'm going to add some garlic as well at this point. Let's go in with 3 cloves. See what happens. If I can peel them. Okay, so all the water has So all the wine has evaporated. I'm just going to add a bit more because my timing is a bit off. This gives me a bit more time. Chop the garlic. Okay, so as you can see, the garlic is not completely pureed, which is what I'm aiming for. So I add all my garlic. And then I will cook off the garlic a bit. Oh, the smell is amazing. And at this point I'm going to add the rice. And I'm not going to measure the rice. I'm going to add, well, I can measure it later. I'm going to add as much to cover the base, to cover the pan. That's plenty, especially for the two of us. Let's see how much I used. I used roughly 250 grams. Now this step, I'm going to cook the rice off slightly, and I can add the stock to it as well. Just clean my knife. See what this tastes like. Let's show you. So this is what the stock looks like. Looks nice to me. Obviously I've been cheating because I've been using stock cube, but I don't want to wait for too long. So this will do nicely. It's not actually salty, very strange. Can definitely use a bit more salt. It's tasty. Nice. So I'm gonna use that later. Now I'm just gonna cook up the rice. rice. Lovely job. So at this point I'm going to cook the rice off. And I'm going to add some paprika. I've got both Spanish and Hungarian. So a little bit of Spanish, which is picante, it's a bit spicy. And I've got my lovely Hungarian paprika, which is sweet. Nice. Ooh, completely different smell. And I'm going to add a small amount of salt. And I can add my stock, which I'm going to need a sieve for. If I can take it out. Yes, so at this point I can add my stock. To add about 3 times the liquid compared to the rice. And if my stock is not enough, I'm just going to add some more water to it, because the stock is very rich already. And then I'll judge it from there. And if you think I'm not going to throw all this away, this is going to make a lovely soup. There is still plenty of flavor in here. Let's just see first. And I'm still on a fairly high heat, which I will be reducing soon. Okay, and obviously this is not a risotto. This is paella, so you don't have to stir it all the time, but it definitely needs more liquid in my case. So I'm going to add some more from the stock. And when the rice is almost cooked, then I'm just going to add everything back, and I'm going to finish this dish in the oven, which shouldn't take too long. So at this point my rice is about halfway cooked through, so I'm just going to add some more stock to it. And I think that's the end of the stock. And as I said, from this point I'm just going to turn this into a soup for tomorrow. Yeah, just let this reduce. Perfect. Once this is going to be reduced, the rice is going to be cooked enough, and at that point I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients back to the top, and I'm going to finish everything in the oven. Okay, I'm getting close to the end of the rice cooking, and at this point I'm going to raise the heat completely, just for a little while. Okay, that's it. And at this point I'm going to add back all my ingredients. So I'm going to add the cod, my prawns, and my chorizo. Lovely job. Tiny bit more parsley. A few more tomatoes. And a bit of nice little red spring onions. And at this point, so the rice is about 85% cooked, I'm going to add everything to the oven and finish it. Alright guys, let's see. It should be ready by now. And it is lovely. Yes. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. Nice prawns. You can see the rice. Let's try the rice. Yes. Amazing. Oh yes. Let's plate up. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to remove the prawns for now. This looks amazing, and I haven't even used a proper paella dish. Don't let videos on YouTube let you down just because you don't have the right ingredient. It doesn't mean that you can't cook a beautiful meal. I mean, this for me, it looks banging. So I'm just gonna plate it up. See what the missus have to say. My peas and samphire are kind of cold at this moment, so I just reheat them. I'm gonna turn off the oven, it's hot enough, and just plate up this beautiful rice dish. So remember, I have some cod in here, I have some chorizo, I have some cherry tomatoes. That looks about right for a portion. Wow. Bit of cod. That's it. And then we're going to top everything with some lovely prawns. Whoa. Wow. Amazing. Look at this. So guys, I hope you like my recipe of paella. If you want more authentic recipes, obviously go to a Spanish chef, but I think this is not too bad for my presentation. Okay guys, I really hope that I inspired you to do some more home cooking. Again, this dish was very simple to make. The ingredients here are kind of expensive, but it's still much cheaper to do your home cooking than to go out. Especially, let's say you have some special event at home and you want to cook something for your loved ones. And as you could see, this is very easy to make and it's very impressive as well. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode, and I should see you in the next one. Cheers.